Once again, I'd like to thank all the devotees for joining in today's session. Thank you so much for your active participation in yesterday's session with wonderful questions. Really, it's like enlightening sessions for both of us, like both of us are getting benefited with the sessions. And without further delay, we'll start our today's sessions by doing the prayers. Actually, as I already told you, the purpose of doing prayers is we are invoking some auspiciousness from Supreme Personality of Godhead, so that both of us gets benefited. Okay, we know that as the day progresses, only sincere and serious devotees will stay till the end. Okay, if you want to be one of them, then you try to attend all the classes. Okay, just I'll share the prayer sheet. If you can do the prayers along with me, try to do the prayers along with me, or else in your heart itself, try to do the prayers. Okay, hope my screen is visible to everyone. Hare Krishna. Can anyone confirm me?
Yes. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Krupa Sindhupyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I request all the devotees, please recite after me. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gauravanda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gauravanda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya
Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra,
Chandra,
Jaya Gauravanda.
Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yatrupatam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining today's prayers along with me. Okay, without further delay, we'll start about today's session. Okay, it was a big like chapter. Its contents of Gita summarized. Summary of Bhagavad Gita is there in that chapter. That's the reason it has taken little more time. But today we'll try to complete in time. And some of our devotees requested me, Prabhu, if it is little more also no problem. But we'll see how it goes. It's all depends on Krishna mercy. Generally, we are thinking that we are doing it, but without the mercy of Krishna, we cannot do anything. That we are going to learn in today's session. Today's session is very important session. If you can implement in our day-to-day life, then our life will be very successful. And yesterday, for 2-3 minutes, we will summarize what we have discussed yesterday. Can anyone remember what is the acronym for yesterday's session?
Gita Prabhu.
Very nice, Gita. But I request one devotee, you please answer. What G stands for?
Guru.
G stands for Guru. Okay, and what is the need of Guru? If you look at Arjuna, we will come to know. Arjuna is a great warrior. Arjuna is like, there is no one in 3 worlds who can defeat Arjuna. Okay, even though he encountered such bewilderment, he was in confusion. Then after that, he surrendered to Krishna. Means in our life also, okay, whatever strong position you may be, but okay, sometimes situation comes, we may not take right decisions at right time. Okay, and Arjuna is setting an example for us so that we can also surrender to Supreme Personality of Godhead, or in the form of Guru we can consider. Okay, we always all fear of something else. Is there any devotee that I am fearless, Prabhu? Can anyone say? Generally, we are fear of getting some diseases, especially during Corona time. We pray to God, I should not get this Corona. I should not get this Corona. If I get this Corona, okay, let some medicine come and I'll be safe. Like that, we always prayed for Krishna. Okay, not only that, we sometimes when you're going on vehicle, we pray to God that I should not meet with an accident. Like that, we will pray. Okay, but we know that no one is going to live permanently. But even though we are getting some disease, okay, no one wants to become old, no one wants to die, but even though forcibly they are coming into our life. Okay, to come out of these problems, generally Guru will help us to solve this type of problems. This type of questions will be answered by Guru. Okay, we don't want our relatives also to die, but they are also dying. Okay, no one is permanent in this world. These things we discussed it, and we surrender to Guru. This is stands for G. What is I stands for?
Identity.
Identity. What is our true identity? Generally, and yesterday elaborately we try to discuss it. Okay, we have two types of body. One is gross body and settled body, and behind that, the person who is running this body is called soul. Because of that soul presence, this body is live, and if there is no soul, body is called dead. Okay, we cannot revive this consciousness unless and until Supreme Personality of Godhead sanctions. Many times we sleep, many times many lakhs of people are sleeping, and early in the morning when they wake up, okay, we hear a news that is no more. Okay, any moment some like these things will come. We have to identify ourselves, then we can lead a purposeful life. This is stands for I. What is T stands for?
Two dharmas.
Two dharmas. Okay, we have 2 dharmas. Can anyone say what are the 2 dharmas?
Swadharma and Sanatana Dharma.
Swadharma and Sanatandharma. Okay, can anyone please unmute and say what is Swadharma?
Our dharma, our responsibilities. What are the things that are connected to a materialistic body?
Okay, means we generally Swadharma comes under, we take care of family, friends, all these people comes under Swadharma. Can anyone say what is Sanatana Dharma?
Duty of the soul.
Okay, duty of the soul, attending this type of classes. It's like giving food for the soul so that our soul will become very happy. Okay, these are the, generally we have real problems in our life. Okay, and A stands for Atmarama. Okay, Ananda. We discussed Ananda and difference between happiness and Ananda. Everyone wants to live happily. Everyone wants to live permanently. Everyone wants, okay, a body which does not come across this disease and death. But even though forcibly these are coming into our life, okay, essentially we want to stop all these things, but we are trying very hard, but we don't know. Okay, we don't know our goal also. We don't know what is the purpose of our life. Okay, in that condition, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, and Krishna is guiding us. We can also surrender to Guru, and we come to know about our 2 duties. By coming to knowing about our 2 duties, we can become Ananda. Even though, okay, many people comes and says, yesterday one Mataji is asking, okay, many people comes and says, why are you attending this Bhagavad Gita classes? It's very old. Now it is not applicable. But thing is, old is always gold. Okay, many times we are facing so many problems in our life. Okay, in my case also, for example, if I go and tell to my father that I'm regularly feeling cold and other things, he used to give me simple solution. Okay, drink hot water, your stomach will be cleared, then automatically you get rid out of this cold. Okay, they have simple solution. We cannot underestimate them. Okay, many in critical times they will give perfect answer for us. Okay, and why we have to like listen about this Bhagavad Gita. The main reason is great scientist. Okay, many great scientists also appreciated this. Yesterday we discussed about the acronym called Gita. Okay, we discussed about rebirth, incarnation also. Actually, no one asked me, but someone remind me. I'll share it in the group. One live story happened. I'll try to share with you all. Okay, Krishna spoke okay many things in second chapter. Okay, actually ending that second chapter in 1.5 hours, it's a big task for me, but with Krishnamurti we could complete that. And I'll guarantee you that don't worry about that. If you have any questions, okay, you can approach me. I already shared my number. You can contact me. Tapan Prabhu yesterday requested me for sharing the material. Sorry, Prabhu, I could not share because what my senior Prabhuji said is if you get some training, then automatically we can give you like that. They said, okay, don't worry about that. The training and everything will take care of you. But only thing, you be stick to us. Like regularly we'll meet and we can spend some time and we can be in touch so that you also one day you are also going to teach to others also. And coming back to today's slides, we'll go to today's session without further delay. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Okay. The session 3, overview, chapter 3 is called Karma Yoga. Okay. Yoga already we discussed. Yoga means which connect us to Supreme Personality of Godhead is called yoga. Okay. With the karma means with work, if we connect to Supreme Personality of Godhead is called Karma Yoga. Before we start, we will dedicate this to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada is a founder actually of iskcon International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And today we are going to discuss elaborately about these 4 important topics. Okay, first one is renunciation, and second one is regulated activities. Okay, do's and don'ts, and exemplary life. How to lead an exemplary life? Who is leading it? How we will come to know? And our biggest enemy is lust. How our biggest enemy is lust? These things also we are going to discuss. And today acronym is called trick. It's very easy to remember. Okay, just a small puzzle to all the devotees. What is our first day acronym?
Doubt, Prabhu.
Doubt. Very good. Second acronym is
Gita.
Gita. Third acronym is tree.
Tree.
TREE. Okay, first we are going to discuss about Tyaga from 3.1 to 3.9. It's very important topic. If you overview also, if we can cover about this topic, then we will come to know about our next activity, that is regulated activities. And with that regulated activities, we can lead an exemplary life in our case also. But before that, we should know about our enemy. Okay, that our enemy is, biggest enemy is called lust, 3.36 to 3.43. Overall acronym is 3. It's very easy to understand this acronym. Okay, if you can know about these things, then we can understand the things very clearly. And coming to our today's subject matter is Tyaga, renunciation. There are 2 types of renunciation. One is called false renunciation. Another one is called real renunciation. Okay, before going to these today's acronym tree, okay, let me give little bit introduction about the starting of this chapter. Actually, frankly speaking, okay, Bhagavad Gita ended at second chapter itself because we call it as, can anyone guess what we called it as? Second chapter name?
Sankhya Yoga.
Summarized. Gita summarized.
Contents of Gita summarized. If everything is summarized, then what is the need of this again third chapter? Yes.
To
That is a
elaborate more.
Doubt of
To elaborate.
For elaboration.
Yeah, perfectly. You said this elaborate more.
Yes.
Haribol, nice. And one more devotee answered. That is also right answer. Can anyone?
soul.
Soul. And some more answer I got.
Exploring.
Exploring. Very good. These are all your answers are perfect. But Main thing is at right time, right student will ask questions to the teacher. Okay. And Arjuna asked a beautiful question. He started the chapter with a beautiful question. Actually, it could have ended. I already told you. Many times, main teacher will observe you. Okay. Purposely, he will stop and he will see the students whether they will ask the data or not, so that he wants to elaborate it more. Similarly, Krishna also waited for it. And Arjuna, okay, asked this beautiful question at first chapter, first sloka itself. This means third chapter, first sloka itself. Okay, Arjuna is asking, oh Janardana, oh Keshava, okay, why do you want me to engage in a ghastly warfare? If you think that intelligence is better than a fruitive work. Okay, actually, what he's thinking is generally Krishna asks you to renounce. Okay, first our subject matter is also renounce. If you're asking me to renounce, I'm already renouncing. No, I'm saying you that I don't want to fight, but you're asking me to fight. How to understand these things? He asked a beautiful question. And not only that, he asked so many questions. Okay, he's saying that my intelligence is bewildered. Okay, therefore, please tell me, okay, please advise me which is more beneficial for me. Then Supreme Personality of Godhead said, oh sinless Arjuna, I've already explained you the two classes of men, okay, who realize the self. Okay, some are inclined to understand its empirical philosophical speculation, and other by devotional service they will practice it. Okay, Krishna is saying these things, but we need to understand it very carefully. Okay, and Krishna is saying many things. Okay, everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities that they acquired it in the modes of material nature. Therefore, we have to refrain from that doing something. Okay, but it is not so easy. Krishna himself is saying that. Okay, one who restrains the senses, okay, sense of action, but whose minds dwells on sense object. Certainly, he delude himself is called a pretender. He used the word pretender. Okay, important sloka that we are coming to come across. Okay, another, a sincere person tries to control the active senses. Yesterday, one Mataji asked me in the message, Prabhu, how to control the senses? Okay, but we have to control the senses by the mind. Okay, by doing this karma yoga. If we can do this, then without attachment, it is Krishna is saying it is far, far superior. Okay, generally we should not come to a conclusion. Many times we'll come to a conclusion. Whatever speaker says, will bring to our understanding. Okay, one time it just so happened, one person came to my office and the machine is not working properly. And he's saying that if this works properly, this also works. I asked him, show me this. He's saying this is working now. I'm not at all asking him, but he's understanding according to his, so that he want to convince me. Okay, Arjuna is also doing the same thing. He's saying that, okay, you asked me to renounce, now I'll renounce my life. Arjuna, Arjuna should understand what Krishna wants you to renounce. We have to renounce that. We should not whimsically renounce anything. Okay, if you have this clear idea, then we can understand the things clearly. Krishna is trying to explain that, but Arjuna is stuck there and he is not at all listening to Arjuna. And Krishna used a beautiful sloka that we are going to discuss now. I'll share the screen. I'll read the sloka. Any one devotee, please raise your hand and read the translation. One we have discussed is false renunciation. What is false renunciation? Okay, I'll read the sloka. Karmanye कर्मेन्द्रिय संयम यायस्ता मनसा स्मरान इंद्रियार्थान विमूढ़ात्मा मुत्याचरं च उच्यते. Can anyone read this? Translation.
He who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender.
Okay, generally many people we see nowadays many fake babas. They will say that I renounce everything, but we saw them. They will smoke. Okay, they will play. They will do all type of mischievous activities like this. They will do, but by this we will come to know that they are renounced it very falsely. Okay, they are claiming that okay, I'm a guru, but they are renounced in a false way. What is the real renunciation? That also we will see. Okay, in the Bhagavad Gita perspective, what Krishna is talking about, real renunciation. I'll read the sloka. Someone please raise your hand. Just now as Mataji raised, you please raise your hand and you also take your turn. Okay. The real renunciation is Krishna is talking in 3.9. Yajnartat karmanonyatra loko yam karma bandhanaha tadardam karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. This is one of the important sloka. We all of us read. I'll read first line. You please repeat after me. Yajnartat karmanonyatra
Karmanoyatra
loko yam karma bandhanaha tadardam karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. Okay, can anyone read the translation by raising your hand? Anyone do it? Srileka Mataji, go ahead.
Okay. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Hare Krishna.
Okay, this is the first time Krishna is talking about something which we have never had it. Krishna is asking Arjuna, okay, work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu, you have to perform. Otherwise, work cause bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties. Okay, Arjuna duty as a Kshatriya, he has to fight and he has to protect the citizens. But Arjuna is falsely renouncing that, okay, I don't want to fight. What will happen? Arjuna is falsely renounced. Okay, we will discuss this. For example, Arjuna is Kshatriya. He renounced everything and is going to, okay, door to door by begging alms. Okay, he started begging alms. Okay, if someone sarcastically talking to him, okay, I will not give you, why should I give you? It looks like it looks like a Bahubali, like big shoulders and everything is why don't you work? Why you are begging alms? Like that, if you start criticizing, then what Arjuna will do? Will he keep quiet? Will he keep quiet and he will go to other doors and he will ask, okay, Bhavati Vikshandi,
No,
like that?
Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji. Because of previous experience, okay, he already having a knowledge also. He will take a sword and he will put it down his neck and he will say, okay, how dare you to insult a sadhus? Like that he will say. Because his original nature is, okay, Kshatriya. He wants to fight. These things will happen. Okay, falsely we are not supposed to renounce. One person falsely renounced, what happened to him, we will discuss it first. Okay, one of the great mystic yogi, okay, he acquired so many siddhis. Okay, you don't ask me like with intelligence, something we have to do with behind the intelligence also, many things happens. One time it has so happened, okay, one lady with single left-handed, she lifted the car to save his child. Okay, that time she got that power. You may ask me how it has come. Okay, generally Matajis, when they are giving birth, okay, the pain they come across, if a same pain is given to other person, all his joints gets damaged and he will die also. But at the during pregnancy, how she is getting that energy? Because it's sanctioned by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes Supreme Personality of God sanctions us, based on that we can withstand something. Okay, in the similar way, one, okay, yogi, after acquiring so many siddhis, okay, he thought that this Jagat is like a Maya, let me go and do tapasya in the sea. Okay, without purification, if you go and if you renounce everything, what will happen? We will see this case. Even to inside the sea, I mean inside the water in a river, and he started performing some meditation. He performed for many years. And when he opened his eyes, suddenly he saw two fishes are meeting each other. And because he did not renounce it completely after purification, the thoughts are there in his mind. Okay, they're enjoying. Let me enjoy for some time. He came out of the water and he degraded. It may happen if you falsely renounce it. And Krishna is talking about true renunciation. Krishna, true renunciation is saying that you have to perform your prescribed duty and you have to offer results to the Vishnu. Why we have to offer result to the Vishnu? Krishna is asking to perform yajna, yajna artha karmano nyatra. Okay, why we have to perform prescribed duties? Many people come and says you, okay, you people are wasting all the ingredients. You're putting ghee, you're putting rice, you're putting all the dry fruits. Sometimes you're keeping fruits also. Okay, why you're putting all these things? It's waste of money, like that they will say. Okay, it's like we can call it as a ajnani. The reason is, for example, okay, I went to doctor because of some infection on my body. Okay, doctors gives pills to me to take. Okay, should I powder it and pour it on the infection, or should I take the tablet?
You have to take it.
Take
Swallow
that.
the tablet.
If I tell him, okay, are you fool? Okay, my infection is there. You're asking me to take into my mouth. Okay, are you fool? If I tell to doctor like this, who is the real fool?
Ourselves.
Okay, the person who is saying that, okay, don't put tablet on the mouth, you have to put the tablet on the hand, like that. The person, we call him it as a fool. Okay, coming back to our topic, that is, okay, renunciation, true renunciation, how it happens. Okay, before explaining you, I'll tell you one story so that we can understand it very easily. One person, okay, one person is a landlord. He's having some acres of land. He hired one labor. And he told him that I'll take care of you everything. You have to work in my field. Okay. Then he started working in his field. Okay. The owner has given seed. He has supplied everything for him. He has taken care of him, and he has taken care of family by providing some house and everything. And after 4 months, the crop has come. Okay. When crop has come, then he started saying that, okay, this is my crop, because I worked hard for 4 months. This is my crop. This does not belong to anyone. He started taking it and he started going. Then what we call to that person?
Thief.
Yeah, Haribol. Perfect answer. We call him it as a thief. Do you agree? If everyone agree, please respond to me.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Call him it as a thief. And owner called him and said, okay, why you are taking all these things? He said, it's my hard labor. I worked for 4 months. This is my property. I should take it. Like that, he started saying. And the owner started asking him some questions. Okay, who has given you seed? Owner said, sorry, the worker said, you. Who has given the land? You. Who has given the water? You. Who has given all the resources for the tree to grow? He said, you. Okay. Who has taken care of you for these 4 months? You. Now you are saying that this crop belongs to me. You tell me now whose crops this belongs to. Then he said, it belongs to you. He agreed. If he having a perfect knowledge, he will agree. Similarly, in our day-to-day life also, in our case also, okay, we are thinking that we are working, everything belongs to me, like that we are saying. Okay, who has given the brain to work? Who has given this body? Who has given the resources? Who has made sun, moon, every planetary system in same way so that we are surviving in our day-to-day life? Who has given everything for us?
God.
Krishna.
God. And Krishna is saying in this sloka, Yajnarthat Karmanonyatra, work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu, you have to perform. Otherwise, it causes bondage in the material world. Krishna is saying you will get bond in the material world. The person who has worked in the field of a farmer, okay, he said that this property belongs to me. You're saying that he is a sinful person. Okay, similarly, if you think that everything, okay, has come into this world because of me, then we also a sinful person. That's the reason we have to perform yajna as a prescribed duty. You have to perform work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu. You have to perform. Otherwise, it causes bondage in the material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, means is addressing to Arjuna, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction. Means for Krishna's satisfaction, we have to perform. Otherwise, work will make us to bond into this material world. Okay, many times we may have some confusion. Prabhu, okay, I agree, but I don't see the things. Okay, you're asking me to do all these things, but I don't believe in these things. Many people don't believe. As I told you, because of improper knowledge, many people don't believe that, okay, this is not working. In the beginning of the creation, God has created everything. Who has created? Who has given these resources? If you have knowledge, then we will perform these prescribed duties. What is prescribed for us? Okay, generally, what is our duty? Generally, why Krishna is addressing Arjuna to perform his duty? Okay, there are four varnas are there, like Chaturvarna Maya Sushta in 4th chapter, we are come across that. And there is ashramas also. Okay, in ashramas, there are ashramas like we can call it as some people, because of their modes of nature, they will belongs to particular ashram. For example, Arjuna as a Kshatriya, as a warrior, he becomes a Kshatriya. Okay, like intelligent class of people will be there, he acts as a Brahmana. Okay, some business class men will be there, it acts as a Kshatriya. And some labor class will be there, is called Shudra. Like the different grades are there. Okay, we are not supposed to put our finger in another area. For example, my area is to fight. For example, government is giving me salary to work in a company. My duty is to work for it. Okay, as for example, as a soldier, for example, consider me as a soldier for 2 minutes. I'm not a soldier, but consider me as a soldier. I went into the border and I've taken all the resources of the government. When war time comes, I'm saying that why should I fight with them? Okay, I don't want to fight with them. I don't want to do anything. If I say, is it my prescribed duty?
No.
Whatever I am talking, is it wrong?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It may not be wrong, but at the same time, what is my prescribed duty? That is important. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
Oh,
Prabhu.
yes.
And
Yes.
Krishna is pointing out that, okay, you have to perform your prescribed duty. You should not escape from it. If you want to escape from it, then you will get these sinful reactions. Okay, generally we are getting these food grains because of some cycle. We are thinking that this land belongs to me. Okay, it does not belongs to anyone. But who has given the land at the beginning? Now we are claiming that this land belongs to me, but the land does not belongs to you. Okay, for government also give you when you are purchasing any land. Okay, for time being, okay, it belongs to you. You can enjoy the resources of it. But whenever government needs, it will take away like that. So many conditions it will be there if you read the documents very carefully. Okay, but who has given this land and everything for us? Okay, generally we think that okay, nothing. Everything is scientific. Nothing automatically it will come like that. The people say, but who is making rains to come? Are we doing it? Okay, if you do, generally mechanical engineers know it. Generally, mechanical engineers, they work much on this temperature, pressure, and everything. It's very difficult to control these things. Okay, from sea, God is taking water in the form of clouds. Okay, this does not, we cannot say, is it live? Is it having any chetana? There is no chetana. But who is making this process? God is taking water from the sea. Okay, and he is removing salts from it and is pouring water, and with the help of water, okay, the seed which you are placing, it is getting nourished, and we are getting some food items. Because of that we are surviving, and we are not saying anything to our body also. Anytime have you said to your body, okay, for example, Bansilal Prabhu, you take food, okay, let it center into my stomach, let's bile juice release, let the digestion process started. Have you ever informed to your body?
No, Prabhuji.
No, this is a system set by who set the system? You set your own system?
No, God.
No. God has created it. And with the intelligence, for example, God has given this intelligence, everything is God has given for us, and we are falsely saying that, okay, there is no God, everything is happening automatically. How everything happens automatically? If everything happens automatically, why is a scientist claiming claiming rewards for that? If everything happens automatically, it happens automatically. Why you're doing research? Why you're taking some certificates on behalf of that also? Okay, my intention is not to criticize any scientist also. They are doing very good work. I'm not saying that, but they should not claim that everything is doing myself. Okay, for everything there is a God. Action is also there. We should not forget about that, and we should not do any abominable activities based on our own intelligence. We have to see Krishna also. And let's see our further slides. Okay. Regulated. For example, TRE. We are discussed till now about T, renunciation. We are not supposed to renounce falsely. If you renounce this falsely, you may end up doing a mistakes. And true renunciation is we have to perform our prescribed duty, and we have to surrender to Lord, because everything is sanctioned by the Lord. That's the reason we are doing it. This is our T part. And coming to R part, regulated activity from 3.10 to 3.16. Can anyone read the translation at the bottom? Can anyone read this?
Yes. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verify Verily,
Verily.
ye only sin.
Okay, you may you may stop me at here if I don't explain you these things. Okay, at here Krishna is saying that the person who eats without offering it to the Lord, then he is eating only sin. Why Krishna use this word? We'll go back to our old story. Okay, the person who is the worker. Okay, not without the sanction of the landlord. If he taken all the foodstuffs, then what we call him? Just now we called as a
Thief.
thief. Why we call it as a thief? A person who has done sinful activity. Am I right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. The person who has done sinful activity, then we call him it as a thief. At here also Krishna is saying that you perform your activity only by the sanction of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, devotees of the Lord will realize this, and they will offer whatever they will get, they will offer it to Supreme Personality of Godhead first, and as a prasad they will take it. Otherwise, if you don't offer it, then we are ready to take the actions and reactions of that. Okay, to explain you easily, I'll try to give you one example. The person who is working in a border, okay, by the order of the government, if he kill many people, does he incur any sin?
By government
No,
order,
Prabhu.
By
Prabhuji.
government order, he will not incur any sin. Generally, if he listen his government orders, he will get rewarded. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
He will get
Prabhuji.
rewarded. Okay, for example, same soldier, without the sanction of the government, he came out for vacation and he got angry on some person. With the same revolver, if he kill other persons, what will happen to him? Does the government reward him or punish him?
Punish.
Punishes.
Same work he has done, but by the sanction, if he done, he is getting reward. Without the sanction, if he is doing it, he is getting punishment for that. Okay, action may be same, but you are going to get the sin. Similarly, whatever resources that we are getting in our life, it is by the sanction of Supreme Personality of God. Is there any devotee in our class choose their parents that I should take birth in this parents like that? Anyone choose it?
No, Prabhuji.
Anyone?
No.
Anyone choose the financial condition of their parents, like I should born in a rich family like that? Anyone choose it?
No.
Okay, forcibly we are taken birth. Okay, by the sanction of Supreme Personality of Godhead only, we are getting all these things. Without offering to God, if you enjoy ourselves, then we are also incurring sin. Krishna is talking about these things. Okay, generally, if you put, for example, with your hard earning, if you purchase some, for example, you purchase some 5 apples. If you offer it to God, okay, God, thank you for giving some resources. With this amount, I purchase this 5 apples. You please accept it like that. If you say, okay, does God will take all 5 apples? He will not take any 5 apples. He will keep as it is. Okay, if you show some gratitude to Supreme Personality of Godhead, he will be pleased. For example, child, whatever he is getting from parents only. Even though, okay, father has given some money to him. Okay, go and purchase some chocolates. He went and purchased some 4 chocolates and he came back and started giving 1 chocolate to father. How father will be happy? Will be happy or will be sad?
We'll be happy.
You will be happy because my son is reciprocating with me. Similarly, Krishna also will be very happy by our activity. Whatever I'm getting by your mercy. Okay, let me offer you as an Naivedya. Then after that, I'll take it as a prasad. Krishna does not take anything, even he will not take inch also. One time, one of the atheists started challenging our devotee. Okay, you people are offering foodstuffs to God. Have you ever seen that him eating it? Okay, how can I understand these things? Can you please explain? In a challenging mood, he asked. Generally, if you practice spirituality, many people come and says you these things. Okay, you are offering. What is the proof that God is taking it like that? He said. Okay, to answer him, he is a very intelligent person. He said, okay, I'll answer your question. Can you read what is there in this and memorize and come back to me? I'll try to answer. And he said, okay, I'll memorize it and I'll come back. Within 5 minutes, he came back. Some small poem is there. He came back after reading the poem. And he said, I read it completely. I memorized it. Okay, you asked me, now I'll tell. He said, are you sure? Have you read it? He said, yes, I read it. And can you prove me that whatever is written here, it is there only? How you memorized? Can you tell me? Whatever is there in the page, you memorized it. From where it has went here? Can you prove me? Then he said, Okay, through my intelligence, I read it. It is there in my mind. I can recite it like that. He started saying. Then the devotee answered the same way. Okay, you may offer it, but Krishna will take it in a different way. With his intelligence, he will accept it. Okay, he may not accept directly, but he will accept, okay, with his other senses also. With our senses, we have some limited senses. With one sense, we can do one activity, whereas Krishna, unlimited senses, we can do unlimited activities also. This is the difference between, okay, Anu and Vibhu. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Qualitatively, we may be same, but quantitatively, we are not same with Supreme Personality of God. If you can understand these things, then we can understand many things. Okay, these challenges generally devotees will face. For that reason, I explained you about this. Coming back to our regulated activity, we have to regulate our activity, and our third part is TRE. And before that, we have to take some yoga ladder, and why we are getting born into this material world. For this also, we will discuss it. How to offer all food we ate to Krishna. I'll explain you, Lahari Mataji. Definitely. At the end, you please ask the same question. I'll explain it. And coming back to, if you want to raise ourselves, then what we have to do is, we have to climb a ladder. Okay. Can anyone read this from the left? Please raise your hand and participate actively. Last time, Vijay Kalyani Mataji raised her hand. Mataji, please read.
Yeah. Vedic system is designed in such a way that we begin somewhere and climb towards perfection.
Yeah, Hari. Can you read right side also,
Nishkama
Mataji?
karma yoga, detached from the fruits of work, but attached to the type of work. Sakama karma yoga, attached to the fruits of work and work itself. Karma kand, regulated sense gratification. Hare Krishna.
Okay. These are the three types of karma yoga Krishna is talking about. We will discuss a little bit more about this topic. Okay, for 5 minutes. Actually, Krishna is talking about Nishkama karma yoga. Okay, kama means which we are desiring. Nishkama means without desire. If you started work performing, then it is called Nishkama karma yoga. Okay, generally we are detached from the fruits of work, but we are attached to the type of work. For example, we may not like aspiring for any results, but we are attached to the work and we will work it. For example, as a Kshatriya duty, I will work. Okay, whether win or loss, it is not my hand. Like that, he will start fighting for the good cause. This is called Nishkama Karma Yoga. Sakama Karma Yoga means attached to the fruits of the work. Okay, I will work. At the same time, I want results also. This is called Sakama Karma Yoga. And generally, we will do this Karma Kanda, not Karma Yoga. It is Karma Kanda. Whatever we want, we will do it. Okay. Regulated sense gratification. For example, I want to enjoy, I will enjoy it. Like that, I will enjoy it. But we don't see what are the results of it. If you want to see the results of it, then it's very difficult. For example, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, if I work according to my whimsical decision, then I have to take the consequences of that also. For example, I got gun, wherever I go, I'll shoot all the people. Like that, if I say, then police will put me in jail. Okay, this person is not acting nicely, let me put him in jail. Because they are regulating my senses, because I have not acted according to the rules and regulations government set it. Similarly, God also does the same thing. And coming to our important part is TREE. We are coming to the third part, that is exemplary. From 3.17 sloka 2, Krishna talked about this exemplary act. This is one of the important sloka. I will read it. After that, any one devotee take the turn and read this translation. Okay. Yad yad acharati shreshtas tat evataro janaha swayat pramanam kurite lokas tat anuvartate. We all of us read this sloka, this very important sloka. I'll read one line. You please repeat after me. Yad yad acharati shreshtas
Yad yad
Tadyad
acharati
acharati
tat evataro janaha
tat evataro janaha
sayat pramanam kurite
Tayyat
tayyat
pranam
pranam
kurute
kurute
lokas tat anuvartate.
lokastat anuvartate.
anuvartate.
Okay, why Krishna is talking about this sloka? This is one of my favorite sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, as a leaders, okay, they will set an example for us. Whatever a action performed by a great person, generally common people will follow it. Whatever standards he will set, and he will set an exemplary acts by his actions, then everyone wants for that perfection. They will act it. Okay, leaders should perform like this. They should not underestimate themselves. Like, for example, as a Kshatriya, okay, if you know the caliber of Arjuna, you will be shocked by knowing the caliber of Arjuna. Okay, Arjuna is fearless at any condition. Okay, if any person comes under his shelter, okay, he is ready to fight with any Deva Devatas also. Not afraid to fight with Devi Devatas also. Such a high standard person, if he set an example for his citizens, like, okay, for Dharma, he started to fight with his own family members, he started to fight with his gurus also. He is setting an example to all other people. Instead of that, if he renounce everything falsely, as I mentioned you, falsely if he renounced and if he go and beg the alms, what standard is setting to a normal citizen? Generally, many people are setting an exemplary behavior. By the behavior, they will set an high standard so that by following that, we want to become that, like that, so much inspiration will come. Many people, by looking at good personalities in the citizens, okay, we want to become like that. For example, if you heard any story, okay, he is a super character. In our temple, one devotee is there. His name is Vishwakirti Prabhu. From past 30 years, whatever happens, he will get up early in the morning, he will go for Nagar Sankirtan. Whatever happens, he will not care whether 100 people are coming, 2 people are coming, 3 people are coming. He will take some instruments and he will go for Nagar Sankirtan. Okay, by looking at him, okay, whatever time, for example, 4:30 he has to wake up, he will attend Mangalarti, like that he will attend. And after that, in Prasadam time, he will take his own plate. He don't see, Arey, what is today menu? I don't like this. He don't see. Whatever is there, he will take it and he will go and sit in his room. And at exact time, he will come and he perform his work. Okay, by looking at him, many persons, okay, want to become like him because he set an example. Generally, in our society, we are taking a different example in our society. Okay, who is our best leaders? For example, if I ask you, who is our best leaders? Can anyone say?
Narendra Modi.
Okay, we don't go into politics. Okay, for name's sake, some people after generally we will make it live, YouTube live. Some people will say, okay, you are favoring some party, like that. They will say, we don't go deep into this.
Prabhupada.
Okay, Prabhupada,
Yes,
very
our
good, very good.
Gurus.
Yes, Prabhupada.
Krishna.
Gurus.
Krishna.
Okay, what Krishna is talking about exemplary leaders, we will discuss for 5 minutes. Okay, can anyone read this?
Parent, teacher, heads of status, etc. are leaders and hence expected to act in a responsible and exemplary manner
Exemplary manner.
because they lead the common people.
Yes. Okay, Arjuna as a great warrior. Okay, he is having some childs also at that time. I would say he is a teacher for many students. He is a head of the state. He is representing, okay, head of the state. Okay, these leaders are hence expected to act in a responsible and exemplary manner. If, for example, if teacher itself, okay, he started saying, you don't smoke. Smoking is injurious to health. Like that, he given lecture for 1.5 hours and outside is going and smoking. Does he becoming an exemplary leader for you?
No, Prabhuji.
No.
Is not setting a standards. Whatever he's saying is not acting it. Okay, generally in our iskcon we call them as acharya. Acharya means the person who says and he will follow it also. Many times it's not required for great acharyas to follow some rules and regulations, but even though they follow it, because okay, others may take it granted if I don't follow it. For example, the person who is in elevated stage, okay, there are 3 levels of bhaktas, Kanishtadhikari, Uttamadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, like that 3 persons, 3 stages are there. The persons who is in Uttamadhikari also, he will little bit come down and he will act as a Madhyamadhikari and he will set an example for the others. Okay, if you look at Krishna also, Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he accepted Guru. Okay, his Guru is Sandipa Muni. Why he accepted Guru? Okay, Krishna in coming slokas, he will explain you that why he set this example for the others is, for example, if you don't follow, others may take it granted. Arey, there is no need of Guru. Okay, simply by reading books, I can learn everything, like that. They will think. But we should choose an exemplary leaders in our society. As we discussed in yesterday topic, one of the important subject matter is Guru. Okay, with these qualities, if you select a guru, then your life will be successful and purposeful. If you don't act in that way, then we may end up taking a wrong decisions in our life. Coming to choosing our leaders, okay, whom you want to choose your leaders. Can anyone read this?
Use the principles taught by the Gita to identify a proper teacher. Remember,
Thank you, Mataji.
only a proper student can become a proper teacher.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. And I request all the devotees try to set an example as we are setting an example for others also. I request all the devotees, please raise your hand if you want to contribute in the class. Okay, I appreciate your contribution, but please follow the decorum which we are following. Thank you so much. Actually, if you want to choose a leader, we are not supposed to choose based on our whimsical decisions. For example, nowadays in YouTube, many times we may hear lectures and we may get motivated. After that, we will come to know that he is a cheater. Okay, then what will happen to us? We'll be in blank. We will be in a confusion that everyone will be a cheater, like that. These conclusions will come. Okay, but what Gita is teaching you, okay, as I mentioned, you should act like a acharya. Whatever he's saying, is following his life or not. First, you have to see. If he's following whatever he's saying, whatever he's following in his life, then he will become an acharya. These acharyas, whether they are coming in a parampara or not, we have to see and we have to choose them as a leader. We should not go and to anyone and should not choose a leader. Okay, then it will become a wrong decisions. Okay. Then in our case also, for example, many times it may happen, Prabhu, how to take right decisions, I don't know. Okay, generally study for some time. What our Shastra says is study for some time. Okay, in further chapters, we are going to in detail discuss about this subject matter, how to choose a leader. If you are choosing a perfect leader, then our life will be successful. For example, okay, you want to go to USA. Okay, if you want to go to USA, will you inquire a person who has went to UK, or you will inquire from a person who went to USA?
The person who has went to the USA.
USA. Already the person who is having experience visiting USA, then you will ask that person. You don't ask any other persons also. He may say that I went to UK, USA will be also same like that. If he started explaining you, if you follow him, it may be right, it may not be right. We don't know. Further, you have to choose our leaders very wisely to take a right decision in this life. This is very important. Okay, coming back to our topic, can anyone read this? We have completed this one. Yes. Can anyone read this? Uma Mataji, go ahead.
Why perform your prescribed duty and not others?
Yes.
3.35. Steadiness, social organizing, natural pushing.
Natural pushing. Very good, Mataji. Generally, if you want to perform your prescribed duties, okay, not others. Why Krishna mentioned this lokat here is, okay, prescribed duty for Arjuna as a Kshatriya, he has to fight. And he's saying that I will renounce everything and I'll become like a sannyasi, like that he is saying. That is not his prescribed duty. Unless our heart is completely purified, we are not supposed to take decision whimsically. For example, forcibly I'm thinking that this is bad. Like that, if I started thinking, okay, it will not work. I have to practice to become a perfect. Without practicing to become a perfect, if you started taking your own decisions, okay, Prabhu said you have to renounce everything. If I renounce everything, I went outside. Okay, but I may commit mistakes also because of my inexperience. That's the reason we have to be always under the protection of Guru, so that he will rightly guide us in our career, so that we can take right decisions at right time. And before discussing one important topic, Arjuna asked some beautiful question. Before that, I like to discuss about one important subject matter in today's session. I circulated the message in the group also. Okay, Arjuna asked that questions. We are going to discuss that. It's very important subject matter. Okay, that we will discuss it for another 5 minutes. I'll share the screen. 1 minute. Can anyone please? Yes, Deepa Mataji.
Arjuna asks,
it for us, a question that pops in all of our mind. Even though I know the best course of action, but what is the impels me to act improperly and against my God, my good intelligence? Can you
Yeah.
guess the answer? Hare Krishna.
Can anyone guess the answer? Generally, many times we know that it's bad. Okay, speed driving is injurious to health. Like it may we may met with an accident. We know that. Okay, driving, like during driving, uses of cell phone is not good. Even though we use it, why we are forcibly doing it? Can anyone guess?
Maya.
Maya.
Doubt. Self-doubt.
Requirement. Requirement.
Requirement. Next.
So Ignorance.
it is the lust, the kam vasana. That is
Hari
the
bol,
lust,
Hari
the
bol.
desire.
Who said this?
Yes, tapan.
Who is this?
Tapan,
Hari
tapan.
bol. Perfect answer. Perfect answer, Prabhu. Okay, our next sloka is that only we will discuss it. Why we are forcibly doing the same thing which we are not supposed to do it? We know that. For example, everyone knows that walking is good for health. Okay, are we walking regularly?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji, because of laziness.
Okay, we know that. Okay, eating sattvic food is very good, or not tamasic and other spicy foods is not good for health. Okay, are we stopping it? Eating only sattvic food?
No, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, in Krishna consciousness.
Not
Krishna
completely.
consciousness, okay. But generally, what making us, as Tapan Prabhu rightly mentioned, it is because of last, our biggest enemy. Our last E of the session is enemy of the soul. That is last 3.36 to 3.43. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna is addressing. Sri Bhagavan Vacha means Krishna is saying, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajoguna Samudbhava, Mahashano Mahapapma, Vidyena Ayavairina. Can anyone read the translation? Please raise your hand. Yes, Santosh Kumar Prabhu.
Yeah, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born to contact with the material mode of passion and later transform into breath, and which is the all devouring sinful enemy of this world.
Very well, perfectly. Krishna is giving the formula also. Okay, why we are forcibly doing is because of lust. Okay, lust is our enemy. If we conquer our enemy, then all our problems will be solved in our life. But are we working on it? We are not working on it. Generally, many times we taking our own decision. Okay, that okay. For example, you think that definitely whatever happen, I'll control it. After some time, you will think that what is the need of control? Let me, this is becoming like a burning desire in my heart. Let me fulfill it. After that, mind will be relaxed. I'll be happy like that. This will poke like this to you. Then how to control these things? Okay, why we are not able to control these things is Krishna answered in our next slide. That is 3 coverings. Can anyone read? Please raise your hand. Yes, Santosh Prabhu got the chance. Vahini Mataji, please go ahead.
Mirror covered by dust, fire covered by smoke, embassy covered in womb.
Embryo covered in the womb. Because of these things, we are not seeing the things clearly. For example, you want to go to a mirror and you want to see your image. If mirror is full of dust, can you see your image clearly?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
No. Okay. For example, if completely smoke is there, can you look at the fire also?
No, Prabhuji.
No.
Because of fire only smoke is coming, but because of smoke, we are not able to see the fire also. And how Krishna has given one more example, beautiful example is generally embryo covered in the womb. Because of these things, we are not able to see the things clearly. You may think that, Prabhu, many times I'm thinking that I don't want to do it, but it is forcing me. Okay, if I do once, then I'll be happy. Let me do it like that. You will come to a conclusion. Okay, Acharya says that it's like itching. We're going to read this sloka, this very important slide. Yeah, anyone read this translation? Harshini Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. Thus, the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. For example, if you get itching, you think that generally the person who is having some itching diseases, doctor will suggest you not to itch. If you itch more, okay, temporary satisfaction will be there. Can you stop itching after some time?
No.
No, it will ask you itch for one more time, I'll be happy. Itch for one more time, it will be happy. Like that it will say. But can you be happy?
No.
We cannot.
No.
Okay. Actually, we are running short of time. Is it okay if I take 5 or 10 minutes more? Is it okay for you?
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
I'll promise you at the end, I'll tell you beautiful story. Please ask me. Okay, lion story, I'll tell you. Okay, how to conquer our lust. Yesterday, Mataji also asked me how to conquer it with a beautiful story. I'll try to explain because you are waiting for me for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, how to defeat our enemy. Generally, we have plans. Okay, how to defeat our enemy lust. Let's see. Can anyone read this? Raise your hand and contribute. Please raise your hands. Those who did not get the chance. Two hands raised. Yes, Lahari Mataji, go ahead.
Defeat the enemy. Battle plan 1. Finding are the 3 hideouts: senses, mind, intelligence, and defeat the enemy. The senses, the mind, and the intelligence are the sitting places of the lust. Through them, the lust covers the real knowledge of the living entity and bewilders him.
Okay, this is our first enemy. Generally, enemy, if you know the place of the enemy, we can fight. For example, okay, you don't know who is your enemy. Can you fight with them?
No, Prabhuji.
We
No,
cannot fight
Prabhuji.
them. And Krishna is saying our real enemy is mind and like senses, mind, and intelligence. You may ask me, Prabhu, how my senses are enemy? Okay, your senses will say you. Okay, Tapan Prabhu, you go out from Jubilee Hills, you come to Ramnagar, there is a nice pizza restaurant is there, you come and eat it. And your intelligence will tell, okay, it's 1 hour drive, I cannot go. It will say, no, Baba, without eating pizza, what is your life? Okay, like that, intelligence will give you some more intelligence, will give you, and it will convince you. You'll come back from a long distance to eat pizza, and pizza is not nice. You stomach upset, and you getting loose motions. And this is your real enemy. But you're thinking that, okay, just do it. Everyone will say that just do it. Whatever decision comes, just do it. If whatever comes and you're doing it, then you are in real trouble. If someone comes and asks you, Tapan Prabhu, okay, I don't believe you're a daring person. If you're a daring person, go and slap him. If I tell you, if you slap him, is it real intelligence, Tapan Prabhu?
No.
No, because of my false ego, okay, because of some pride, I went and hit him. Then I have to face the consequences after that. This is a real enemy. Krishna is talking it. Okay, if you know it, then we can conquer it. Otherwise, we cannot conquer it. Okay, defeat the enemy by using plan B. What is that plan B? Can anyone please raise your hand and try to contribute reading it? Tapan Prabhu, go ahead. Just now you raised your hand. Tapan Prabhu, go ahead.
So
Read.
defeat the enemy. Battle plan 2. Regulate the senses. 3.41 of the 3. Senses are the easiest to control because they are the grossest. A little brush up from the last chapter, 2.62.
Yeah. Can you read this cycle also, bro?
Yeah, contemplate.
Sense
Develop
objects,
attachment.
contemplate, develop attachment, then lust.
Then lust.
Generally, we don't get desire directly. Okay, we contemplate. First is with the help of senses, we will try to contemplate it. Okay, someone said, and we saw some Facebook photo, or I ate pizza in Ramnagar, it is super, and you're contemplating. And because of that contemplated, you are developed attachment to eat pizza. And what is that making you? To lust. Just go and eat it. Like that, it will force you to eat the things. Okay, but what is our better plan to defeat our enemy? This is the best plan that we are going to discuss now. Okay, can anyone read this? Please raise your hand and read. Yeah, Uma Mataji, go ahead.
Battle plan 3. Knowledge 3.43. Strengthen the intelligence by chanting, hearing, reading, discussing, and apply Shastra.
Okay, what is this? We are going to discuss it. Generally, we call it as ABCD. Okay, how many of you know ABCD? How many of you don't know ABCD? Raise your hand. I should ask.
Me,
in this.
Prabhuji.
You don't know. You don't know ABCD? We have to do ABCD. What is our ABCD? Spiritual ABCDs association. Can anyone read this? Please raise your hand. Yes, Supraja Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Follow the ABCD formula. A. Associate with right or sattvic people. B. Read Bhagavad Gita regularly. C. Chant the names of the Lord. D. Diet. Watch what you eat.
Okay. Generally, it is said that whatever you eat, the consciousness will be there. Okay. And A is important is association. Generally, this is like food for soul. Okay. This type of association will help us. And second is B, book reading, Bhagavad Gita. C, chanting of holy names. If you can read these things, then our life will be successful and purposeful. Actually, there is important sloka that we have not discussed in today's class. If you permit me, I'll not take more than 5 minutes. Is it okay? Can I read that sloka? It is very important sloka.
Guruji,
Yes,
once again,
yes, please, Prabhu.
ABCD one.
Okay. A stands for association. B
No,
stands for.
show that.
Okay. You want me to show the slide?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'll share it, Mataji. If devotee feel anything is very important, you can take a like screenshot or something. It will be useful for you. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. Coming back to, if you permit me, I'll tell you that important sloka. Can I tell you?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Guruji.
Actually, there is a sloka, like just now we discussed, great people who set an example, sets their life an exemplary, then they will set an example. In this context, Krishna used such a king's name. Kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duty. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your prescribed duty. Like that, he said. Okay, as I told you, I'll tell you 2 stories. If you permit me, definitely I'll tell you 2 stories. First story is, one time, Ashtavakramini entered into the ashramam of Janaka Maharaj. Actually, Janaka Maharaj is an exalted person. He's super gentleman. Okay, he entered into that ashramam, and people looking at him, Ashtavakramini is having some 8 bendings on his body. By looking at him, people are started laughing. And he came to Janaka Maharaj and started saying, okay, you being an exalted person, by looking at Praja, I can judge you what type of ruling you're doing it. You people are seeing only external things. They are not understanding what is there inside. Okay, this type of people is not correct. Like that, he started chastising him, and he forgave him, like, on behalf of my side, please forgive them. Okay, unknowingly they have done it. Sorry for that. Like that, he requested him. And after that, Janaka Maharaj asked a beautiful question. The question is, everyone is having. Okay, why Maya is catching us? Why every time Maya is catching us? I know that I'm not supposed to do these things. This is not at all good for health. But even though forcibly I'm eating it, forcibly I'm doing it, what makes me to do these things? Okay, how to come out of this Maya? Like that, he asked. And immediately, after listening to the question, immediately he ran out of the kingdom and he started walking outside. He was thinking, did I ask any bad question to him? Like that, he was contemplating it, and he also running behind him. And he started walking. Speedily went and hugged a tree. And he's saying to tree, please leave me, please leave me, please leave me. Like that, he started shouting. And Janaka Maharaj is a very intelligent person. He said, Prabhu, I understood what you are saying. Actually, we are catching off this Maya and we are saying that leave me, leave me, leave me. Like that, we are saying, who can leave that Maya? We ourselves. Just remove our hands, we will come out of the Maya. Okay, many times you go and ask any alcoholic or the person is having some smoking habit, you go and ask him. Out of fashion, they will use that and they'll get addicted to it. And if you go and ask him, okay, why don't you leave cigarette? Why don't you leave this alcohol? It's not good for health. No, he say, I know, but I'm not able to leave it. Like that, they will say. Who is catching hold of it? He says that as if the cigarette came and catching hold of him, like that, he will feel. Who is catching hold of us? We ourselves catching hold of Maya. But only thing we have to remove our hand, we get released from this Maya. But how can we do it? It's not so easy, my dear devotees. The process is ABCD. Okay, not our school ABCD. A stands for association, B stands for books, C stands for this chanting of this Hare Krishna mantra, D stands for diet. Okay, as I promise you, definitely I'm going to narrate a beautiful story. Definitely you'll enjoy it. With this, if you can implement in your life, you can control everything in your life. But before that, I'd like to thank all the devotees. With Lord mercy, we could complete our today's session also. And before that, we will see what is there for tomorrow, and we will try to end the session with a beautiful story. Okay. And what is there for tomorrow? Can anyone read? Yes, Uma Mataji.
Eternal knowledge,
Eternal knowledge,
accurate understanding, reactionless akarma,
karma.
surrender.
Okay, these are there in our next means tomorrow session. I request all the devotees, please chant 11 times Hare Krishna mantra with me. As C stands for chanting. Just chant 11 times Hare Krishna mantra with me. I'll means give you some complimentary for you with a beautiful story. Okay, please chant 11 times, only 11 times for me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much from the bottom of the heart. I'm saying you, thank you so much for your wonderful participation. As I promise you, I'm going to narrate one story. That is, for example, the person who brought a lion to the circus. Okay, lion first day it will roar like anything, like that. It will roar like anything, as if your ears will go on like that. It will roar. But circus manager, okay, if you go and complain to circus manager, I'm not sleeping. You please feed something, otherwise it's roaring like anything. Okay, I cannot sleep like that. If you go and say, you will say no, I cannot feed now. Okay, why is not feeding? But in our case, we have started feeding. Okay, if our senses are urging us, roaring like lion, we'll feed them. Okay, these senses are not listening. Let me feed it, then I'll be happy. But circus manager will not do like that. He will allow it to roar for first day. Second day it will roar. Third day the energy level will come down. It is not having any stamina to roar. And after the time, the circus manager will come with a hunter. Will hit with the hunter and he will say, come on, get up and take this food stuff. Like that, he will throw little flesh to the tiger or lion. Then that lion or tiger will understand, if I roar, this person will not give me food. If I listen to him, he is going to give the food. Then on that day, the lion, which can eat the person also, whatever trainer will say, he will do that. Okay, even though he's very strength-wise, he's very weak person, but he could control the lion. Okay, we can control the lion. Can't we control our senses? But only thing is, at first day, senses will ask, no, I want this. No, I want this. You keep quiet. You tell to the senses. Second day also it will roar. Third day also it will roar. After that, it will surrender to you. Okay, Baba, whatever you say, I will do it. Okay, give me whatever is necessary for me. Like that, it will surrender to us. Like that, we have to control our senses. Okay, senses will run here and there, makes you to run, and you will feel stress and headache. But if you can control the senses, the persons who could control the senses, you lead a happy life. You can play with the tiger also. Circus pen can play with the tiger. We can also play with our senses. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining today's session. If you have any doubts, you can please ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I have one request with you.
Yes, Mataji.
Yesterday, my mobile battery got discharged. I could not continue the class. Can I have this video for that?
Sure, Mataji. I'll share
This
it.
time.
Actually, many of our devotees are engaged in so many services, Mataji. Especially Sunday, we go to one center, Upuda center, we ourselves go cook, we teach, go for Nagar Sankirtan. Just before the class I came, Mataji, I told one of our devotee to upload YouTube video in our session. Maybe because of many services he missed it, I think. I will post it, Mataji. Today's session, yesterday one and today one. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have one more question. Like, I do chanting, everything. I have a sattvic food, everything. But my husband, he keeps eating non-veg also. So how do I offer prasadam to the God?
Don't
Whatever we
worry.
cook.
Don't worry initially, Mataji. Don't worry much about him. Generally, frankly speaking, I too came from a non-vegetarian background. Okay, took some time for me to quit it. They will also take certain time. Don't worry about these things at initial stage. Just pray for him and try to become little friendly for him. If you become like an enemy to him, he may not listen to you, Mataji. If you start behaving as a friend, as a well-wisher to him, he will listen to you, definitely. Okay. Please
Thank
patiently
you,
wait
Prabhu.
for some time.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask one question.
Yes, Madam.
Is that this is so much going on nowadays, this law of attraction. So is this also under lust or it is something good? Because people say that they achieve a lot by this law of attraction. So I was just a bit confused that it's positive or negative.
Can you be specific with an example, Mataji?
Like law of attraction is applied to achieve something as a goal. So
Okay.
in Bhagavad Gita, we say that we should not be thinking about the goal, but they say law of this attraction is also manifested and it is from the universe that comes.
Okay.
So there is this slight, somewhat confusion where we
Yeah.
say we shouldn't think about the goal and law of attraction is about manifesting the goal.
Okay. Very good question you asked, Mataji. Generally, many people have this type of misconceptions. As I told you, just do it, just go and do it, like that they will say. And whatever comes, you have to achieve it, like that they will say. Okay, we have to set an goals which can be achievable. For example, many people nowadays, Mataji, just to satisfy others, they will act. For example, two persons are staying in a means in a family, two persons are there, two kids are there. For them, maximum 3 or 4 bedroom flat is sufficient for them. But they will go to other villas and 4 or 5 bedrooms villas, and they get attracted, and they think that this is my ambition. And we should set in real goals in our life. For example, for you, shelter is enough for you. Okay, does it really necessary just to show off others? Okay, which you don't like? If you work on them, and what will happen to a person? Okay, it is becoming behind his capacity throughout his life. He will take all the loans to speak. Okay, he will take the loans. For example, is earning 1 lakh rupee. Okay, he will take 80 lakhs loan. His EMI will be 80,000. Okay, with hardly cannot manage his family with 20,000. Okay, and he's setting the type of goals. And his career gets end when or is, for example, his loan will be around 20-30 years. Okay, till the time loan is completed, his age will be 60 years. Can he enjoy the life, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji.
He cannot enjoy it. For example, if we could understand it, for example, I have 100 square yards. Let me build 1 floor within my capacity. My salary is 100 means 1 lakh. Okay, I build a house in 30-40 lakhs. My EMI will go for 30-40,000, and I can happily live my life with 60-70,000. But nowadays, this type of goals they are not setting it because of that. They're getting frustrated in their life. They may think that just to show off to others, they may think that I'm living in a luxury villa, like that. They may say, but are they really happy in their life?
No, they're not happy.
They're not happy, Mataji. Okay, we have to set a goals according to our need. Okay, yesterday Gangadhar Prabhu quoted one quote. Okay, God has provided for everyone need, but God cannot fulfill even a one greedy person. Okay,
Exactly,
if you give him,
Guruji.
if you become a billionaire also, okay, recently I had news that just to see Titanic ship, they spent a lot of money. They went there.
Yes,
What is the
Guruji.
need of seeing Titanic ship, which has already seen it? You saw in the movie, no? I live
Yes.
experience. What you will get live experience? You have to
Unnecessary
analyze
lost
this.
their lives.
Like that, you have to set that goals, Mataji. Okay, basic necessities. I'm not saying that we should not work for some basic necessities like food, shelter, cloth. These things we are not supposed to worry. For example, 10 lakhs dress is also there. 10 lakhs saree.
Yes.
I was
Yes,
shocked
yes.
while listening these things.
Yes,
Is it required
Guruji.
for me?
Not
First
at
thing, is
all.
it required?
Not at
These
all.
things we have to consider, Mataji.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Hope I answered your
Thank,
question, Mataji.
thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Very inspiring. Thank you.
It's all Krishna and Guru Mursi, Mataji. Thank you so much for your kind
Hare
words.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Nitish Chandra Prabhuji or Mataji, I don't know. Please unmute and
Hare
ask your question.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhu, you have mentioned about Varnashrama Dharma, Prabhu. My question is, where do doctors fall under Varnashrama Dharma, Prabhu?
Will do.
Where do doctors fall under Varnashrama Dharma?
Okay. If he is having own clinic, Prabhu, he is like a Vaishya. If he is working under some person, okay, as a job, then he comes under like Shudra category based on working also.
Okay.
Okay.
Prabhu. Okay.
And tomorrow in detail we are going to discuss this subject, Prabhu, because tomorrow we are coming across one important sloka.
Okay, Prabhu.
In more detail we will discuss it.
Yes, Prabhu. And my second question is, Prabhu, you said we have to offer food to Lord first. But in my home, mostly there will be tamasic food like onion, garlic, etc.,
Okay.
etc. But I don't want to offer it to God, Prabhu. We should not offer tamasic food to God, Prabhu. But due to some situations, it is mandatory for me to consume tamasic food only because I
Okay.
can't demand my parents to make
Okay.
without onion and garlic. What
Okay.
should I do now, Prabhu?
Okay, very good question you asked, Prabhu. As I told you many times, many devotees will ask this question. Initially, we should not worry about much. Okay, for example, if you practicing sincerely and seriously, and if you don't become an enemy to your parents, especially many students will go and become an enemy. No, I want to eat this food only. I don't want to eat that food. Like that, we should not fight with them. Okay, after some time, by looking at the behavior, your personal behavior, and Krishna set you an example also. We should set an example by our exemplary behavior. Okay, by looking at our changes, they will accept. Yes, my son is practicing nicely. Let him do whatever he. Okay, one a devotee example I'll give you, Prabhu. His name is one of our senior devotee in ISKCON. His name is Radhesham Prabhu. Okay, he started practicing spirituality, and during education, he inspired very much to join in ISKCON. Actually, he
Yes,
went and
Prabhu.
told to his father
It's
that
IIT, right?
I want to. He went and told to his father, I want to quit my job. I don't want to work. And his father says, as a nice person, I agree with you, but you work for some time and you prove yourself in the society. Then after that, I will consider that decision you have taken is right. And ISKCON devotees also did not accept him as it is. They also told him, you work for some time, you experience it, and if you convince that, yes, really I want to serve for our organization, then we will take you. And he worked and he has taken care of their family very nicely. Then his father convinced, yes, my son, whatever he's doing is right. Then they agreed him to join ashram also. Okay, we should set an exemplary behavior in our character also, so that they will get convinced and they will not stop your spirituality. Till the time you be little patient, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Nitish Prabhu, for asking such wonderful questions. Yes, Pooja Mataji.
Prabhuji, today's concept is little not clear from me, Prabhuji. So that we want to do good thing. In the middle, lust is coming. But the fact is that for the whole time I was thinking it was greed was the one. Like I want. How can lust be there, not greed? This I cannot understand.
What is lust and greed? Can you explain me, Mataji?
Greed is that I want more. I
Okay,
can't.
what is lust?
Lust is the a urge that I cannot stop doing.
Okay. Then what is your question?
So I thought like when taking a right decision, so I thought greed is the one coming in the middle so that I cannot choose the right choice.
Okay. Your question?
But today's answer was lust, Prabhuji. You said lust is the answer. So I'm confused.
Okay. Okay. Beginning. Okay. Starting is the lust, Mataji. Lust, okay, leads to greed. Okay. Seed is a lust, Mataji. Without lust, can you greed for it? You don't have any lust. Can you greed? I want more. If without lusty desires, can you greed for it?
No.
Then what is the root cause for it?
It's lust.
Okay. And you said some concepts are not clear in today's session. May I know, Mataji? Is it for all? Am I confused the topic, or is it clear for everyone?
Last one is not cleared, Prabhuji.
Okay. Last one is only not cleared. Am I right? Only lust. If I clarify that.
It is clear, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. Puja Mataji, you need little more explanation about lust. Am I right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, for that you have to go to second chapter, Mataji. There is a sloka. Dayato vishayan pumsa sangaste shupajayate sangat sanjayate kama krodho vijayate. Okay, dayato vishayan pumsa means while contemplating on the sense object continuously, dayato vishayan pumsa sangaste shupajayate, you will get a desire to enjoy. Okay, means because of the desire, okay, you are getting a lust. I want to enjoy. Then if it is fulfilled, you are greedy. I want more and more. If it is not fulfilled, I'm getting angry. Then the root cause is the sense objects. We are contemplating on the sense object. But if you see the root is the lust, Mataji. Krishna is trying to explain you that in this session.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Okay.
The sloka was more than enough. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other questions? Sapan Prabhu, I expected a call from you today. I did not get any call from you.
It is more or less clarified, Prabhuji.
Okay. Haribol, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful
Hare Krishna,
participation.
Prabhuji. I have
Hare
a
Krishna.
question.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a question. These lust, greed, and whatever the full lesson today's chapter, it is all present in a different species, Prabhuji. I too don't know.
Very good question you asked, Mataji. Very good question you asked. Okay, they are also having it, Mataji. Okay, I'll tell you with a beautiful story. In a short, I'll tell you with a simple example. Okay, fish is a voracious eater. Like fish always wants to eat something. You see in aquarium also. If you put something, it will come and eat. Like that, it will eat continuously. If you want to catch a fish, best thing is take some insects and put in the water. Okay, that fish want to come and eat. Even though in ocean and in rivers, plenty of food is there. You will think that, array, some fool has kept some food for me. Let me enjoy it. Like that, it will come and it will trap and it will become a food item for other person. She initially thought that, okay, I will enjoy. Because of the desire, lusty desire, she went and caught. It will be there in animals also. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Any other question? If no other questions are there, we'll end the session here. Thank you, Vijay Kalyani Mataji, Uma Mataji, Supraja Mataji, Sri Lekha Mataji, Sapan Prabhu, Puja Kataria Mataji, Pula Mataji, Milind Ubale. Is it Milind Ubale Mataji? Sometimes I'm calling both because many times I think that it's Mataji name, but it will be surprisingly Prabhu. When I think it's Prabhu, then it will be surprisingly like Mataji. That's the reason I'm calling both. Sorry for that. Mahesh Prabhu, Harshini Mataji, Gangadhar Prabhu, Anusha Mataji, Anita Mataji. Thank you so much for your wonderful participation in today's session. Hope everything is clear, or is any confusion is there in today's session?
Everything is clear, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And more things, it will be more clear for you. It may, I know that little confusion may be there, but as the day progresses in 4th and 5th chapter, many of your questions gets clarified in coming sessions. Okay. Tomorrow is very important sloka, like many slokas which you had regularly. If you ask any person, especially in India, they know 2 slokas. That 2 slokas that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Okay. And beautiful slokas, how this like Bhagavad Gita knowledge is given to whom, first yes, Krishna is given to whom, from where it has come, from which parampara it has come. These things, every question will be answered to. Okay. Till the time, stay tuned. Okay. See you all tomorrow evening at same time, 8 o'clock. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. Antakoti Vaishnava. Jai Vishnu. Jai.